FM 710 Keel, Robert J. Wright and Aaron McCarty. That Keel app is always a free download presented by Office Furniture Source. Lisa Johnson is here from the Bossier Chamber, actually in Baton Rouge. Hey, Miss Lisa, how are you this morning? Welcome to Keel.
Good morning, Robert. Thanks for giving me my last name back. My kids were probably
I just said to someone, this 21st century world is just eating me up. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to let everybody else take over.
It's okay.
Lisa, some people will say the Bossier Chamber single-handedly doomed the teacher pay raise.
It's a lot of power you didn't know you had, huh?
I know. Oh my goodness.
So you hate teachers, we hear.
I do not. The Bossier Chamber does not. In fact, if we had time to go into all of the programs that we collaborate with together, I could share all of that. We are one of the strongest supporters of our public education system and the things that they do there. And they travel with us to do legislative opportunities, travel with us to D.C. and what have you. And, we are one of the few chambers that actually takes our public school system with us on the road to talk about our great community.
So what now, Lisa? Where do we go from here? Teachers are upset, as you well know.
Yes, I know. And so we put out last Thursday prior to the vote to our membership, and it got out beyond the membership, asking people to join in the conversation of rebuilding and finding a solution. And it's called #BetterTogether. And we've got nearly 100 folks that have already signed up to be a part of the conversation. It is a mixture of teachers, educators, and business community, and just concerned citizens. And it's really exciting to see that. So we're gathering all of those emails, putting them in a database, and they'll get their first email from us no later than Friday to talk about the next steps. We just
So, pardon me, have you looked at any of those? Can you share some of the suggestions or ideas? What do you know?
Well, if you want to see the suggestions and ideas, I encourage you to go just actually straight to the Bossier Chamber page on our Facebook. There is a great dialogue of conversation that is happening there between educators, talking about different ideas that they have and things that are happening within the school or could happen, and grant opportunities and what have you. But what I want to share this morning is y'all talked about the interviewee that you had yesterday, and that there has to be some level of action, and that level of action is happening between the school board and the business community. We do have a smaller meeting that to address that immediately that is happening this week. But, encouraging our teachers to call in sick or walk out on an A district with bright and talented students. What are we teaching our students if we do that? What we need to be teaching them is this leadership of that, coming to the table and having that conversation is what's most important, because you have to work with one another. You can't just turn around and make a statement. And I just hate that they're being encouraged to do that.
Lisa, let me ask you this. We got a really interesting question on our Shreveport Security Systems text line.
Yeah.
Asking you sit at most Bossier Parish school board meetings, and you never offered an alternative plan. You simply asked the board to pull this proposal. Could you have? Should you have presented an alternative plan? Could we have done something beforehand better?
Well, it's very difficult to offer an alternative plan if you don't know what all the details are of the budget, and so and two, everybody continues to throw back, where have you been since 2012? Where have you been? We extended our hand in 2012 to find a solution that was palatable for everyone. And, when you extend your hand, someone has to take it and move forward with it, which we did in many, many areas. But when it comes to personnel issues and salaries, they need to let us know, which they have now for sure. We have a retention problem. We have a recruitment problem. And, let me say with that also, the folks, I don't hate to use the word everyone because it is a small group, continue to talk about what happened in Jefferson Parish this weekend, if I may address that.
Please, yes.
And what they did. So,
because the chamber supported that, correct?
Their chamber and many, many businesses did. What has not been told, except for my rebuttal on that fabulous the gospel according to social media many weeks ago, is that in 2017, the community and their chamber and their business community completely opposed an across-the-board pay raises in Jefferson Parish, calling it a knee-jerk reaction. So they came together at the table, just as we're asking, and I didn't know this until it was thrown out there that why can't you be like Jefferson Parish? And I called my friend that's the director down there. And these are some of the things that they did, and here it is 2 years later. They contracted with a nationally recognized district management group to externally review their budget and search for inefficiencies. So by doing that, what did they want to achieve? They wanted to overcome the concerns of the failed vote. So I would assume we want to overcome the concerns of this failed vote.
Sure.
They wanted to achieve regionally competitive teacher pay, emphasizing early career. They found that in their research by hiring this outside firm, and actually, I don't know that you need a research firm to tell you this, but nationally, that 2 to 5 year period, my understanding is where there is the largest challenge in retention, in retaining those teachers. And so, regionally competitive teacher pay, I said that, and then a compensation system that supports student achievement. I haven't heard us talk about the student yet.
The Jefferson proposal links salaries to achievement. That's part of the plan, right?
Yeah, it is. It is a portion of it.
Right.
Market responsive compensation, internally funded a portion of the cost. Their superintendents asked them after the failed vote, go look, all you department heads, look inside your budget and find X amount of dollars for them. His number was $4.5 million that we can dedicate to teacher salaries, have some skin in the game with our current budget before we go back to the community and ask the taxpayers, eliminate existing pay inequalities. So there are opportunities out there, but we have to talk about them. It's not our place to say this is how you run your budget. However, the budget is taxpayers. And
Lisa, if teachers call in sick or they walk out, is that going to leave a real bitter taste in the mouths of Bossier businesses?
My guess would be yes. I mean, just to hear the rumblings of it disappoints me greatly. Yes. The conversations that I'm hearing as well is that I really can't believe that this is going to happen. What is that teaching our students? And that's not what we're known for. We're not known for teaching our students to behave and react like this.
Lisa Johnson, Bossier Chamber, up against the clock here. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate your efforts.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
You bet.
101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Traffic time now. Here's Ruben.
Keeping an eye right now on some slow-moving traffic on Lakeshore Drive near Jewella Avenue. And we have some traffic delays on Airline Drive near Old